Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Raggedy Ass Bitch TV, where we discuss the trends that make you go, wait, when did this happen? I'm your host, and today we're talking about a phenomenon, a movement, a shift in the cultural landscape. I'm talking about the fact that everyone, and I mean everyone, suddenly thinks they are a professional photographer. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what I've noticed. Sometime in the last few years, everybody got a decent phone camera, watched one YouTube tutorial, and decided they were the next Annie Leibovitz. And listen, I'm not hating on people having hobbies. I love that. Creativity is beautiful. But there's a difference between having a hobby and demanding I pose for 45 minutes while you find the right angle for your content. Like, babe, we're at brunch. I just want to eat my pancakes. I don't need a whole photo shoot. But it's not just brunch, it's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without someone pulling out their phone and saying, wait, let me get a picture of this. And then it's not one picture, it's 70 pictures from every angle with different lighting, different poses. Meanwhile, I'm just standing there like a mannequin, wondering when I can return to my life. And you know what the worst part is? After all that, they still use the first picture they took. All that effort, all that time, all those move a little to the left instructions for nothing. But here's where it gets really wild. These people don't just take pictures. Oh no, they've created entire personas around it. They've got the gear, the ring lights, the tripods, the photography watermark they slap on every photo like they're protecting some valuable intellectual property. Babe, it's a picture of someone's lunch. Calm down. And they start talking in photographer language. Oh, the lighting wasn't optimal. The composition was off. I need to adjust the aperture. Sir, you have an iPhone 12. You're not shooting for Vogue. And don't even get me started on people who start charging for this. They'll take three decent pictures of their cousin's baby shower, and suddenly they are a freelance photographer with a whole business page. The bio says capturing life's precious moments, and the portfolio is literally just pictures that one baby shower and maybe some sunset photos they took on vacation. Just one baby shower. But they're out here acting like they went to photography school, like they studied under some master, like they have a vision. No, honey, you have a smartphone and confidence. Those are not the same as credentials. And I'm not saying you need a degree to be a good something or to be good at something. You don't. Some of the best photographers are self taught. But there's a level of delusion happening where people think owning a camera makes them a photographer. That's like saying owning a stove makes you a chef. The tool doesn't make you the professional, the skills does. Now, let's talk about why this is happening. And we all know why this is happening. Instagram, TikTok, social media in general. Everyone wants that aesthetic. Everyone wants their feed to look a certain way. Everyone's trying to be an influencer or at least look like one. So now we're not taking pictures to capture memories. We're taking pictures to curate an image. We're building a brand. And that brand requires content, constant content, daily content, content that looks professional even if your life is a mess. I've watched people stage entire scenes for Instagram like they're not even doing the thing. They're just pretending to do the thing for the picture. Reading a book they're not actually reading. Drinking coffee that's gone cold because they've been posing with it for 20 minutes. Laughing at nothing because candid shots get more engagement. It's performance art, except it's not art. It's just sad. Because what are we really doing? We're creating a fictional version of our lives to show people we barely know. We're spending hours trying to make our lives look perfect online while our actual lives are falling apart offline. And we're doing it voluntarily. Nobody's making us do this. We're choosing to live this way. And don't even get me started on the editing because now everyone's a photo editor too. They'll take a picture, spend 30 minutes adjusting the saturation and the contrast, add a filter, mess with the brightness, smooth out their skin, make their waist look smaller, and make their butt bigger. Change the whole background, and then post it with a caption, no filter. You are lying. That photo has been through Photoshop bootcamp. That photo has seen things. That photo needs therapy. But here's what really gets me about the editing. It's not just that people are editing their photos, it's that they're editing them so much that they don't even look like themselves anymore. And then they get upset when they look different in person than they do online. Like, yeah, because online you're 6 inches taller, 40 pounds lighter, and your skin is made of porcelain. In real life, you're a human being with pores and imperfections like the rest of us. And this isn't just about vanity. This is about mental health. This is about the standards we're setting for ourselves and for each other. When everyone's posting these heavily edited, perfectly curated photos, it creates this illusion that everyone else has their life together, that everyone else is beautiful and successful and happy all the time. And then you look at your own life, your real, unedited, messy life, and you feel like you're failing. But you're not failing, you're just real. And real doesn't always look good in photos. Real is complicated. Real is imperfect. But here's what I think is really happening. I think we've all become so obsessed with documenting everything that we've forgotten to just experience things. Like, we can't just go to a nice place and enjoy it. We have to capture it. We have to prove we were there. And I get it. I do. We want memories. We want to share our experiences. But at what point does the documentation become more important than the actual experience? I've been to events where people spend the entire time taking pictures and videos. They're not even present. They're just recording everything so they can post it later. And I'm like, you're missing it. The thing you're recording. You're missing it because you're too busy trying to capture it. And then 2 days later, they're posting throwback pics like, what a great time. But were you even there? Like mentally? Or were you just there physically while your brain was thinking about Instagram captions? I went to a concert recently and I watched as people held up their phones the entire concert, recording the whole thing. And I thought, why? Why are you doing this? You're never going to watch this shaky, low quality video again. You're never going to listen to this audio where you can barely hear the music over everyone screaming. You're just going to post 30 seconds of it on your story and then forget it exists. Meanwhile, you missed the actual concert, the energy, the moment, the feeling of being there, in that space with that music washing over you. You traded the experience for the documentation. And for what? And let's talk about the pressure this creates, because it's not just pressure on ourselves, it's pressure on everyone around us. When you're out here with the photographer friend, you become their prop. You're not a person anymore. You're a subject. Stand here. Move there. Tilt your head. No, not like that. Try again. Smile. No, smile naturally. Be candid. But look at the camera. Wait. Don't look at the camera. I didn't sign up for this. I thought we were hanging out. I didn't know I was auditioning for a lifestyle brand photo shoot. And you can't even say anything because then you're the difficult one. You're the one who doesn't understand their vision. No, I understand your vision. Your vision is holding me hostage while you try to get the perfect shot for Instagram. And here's the thing that really bothers me, the performance aspect of it all. We're not just taking pictures anymore. We're performing for the pictures. We're creating moments that don't actually exist just so we can photograph them and pretend they did. That's not memories. That's fiction. That's creating a narrative that has nothing to do with your actual life. Look, I'm not saying don't take pictures. Pictures are great. Memories are great. But maybe we don't need 60 pictures of the same sunset. Maybe we don't need to document every single moment. Maybe we can just be there and trust that the memory will stick without needing a 4K video to prove it happened. Because here's what I've learned. The best moments in my life, the ones I remember most clearly, I don't have pictures of most of them. I remember them because I was there, fully present, not distracted by trying to get the perfect angle or worrying about the lighting. I remember the feeling, the energy, the people, the laughter, the conversations. And I don't need a picture to remind me. It's in my heart. It's in my mind. It's part of who I am. So, if you have been feeling like you need to photograph everything to make it real, you don't. It's already real. You are already living it. Put the phone down, eat the food while it's hot, enjoy the view without worrying about the angle. You can still be that person without the photographic evidence. Here's what I want you to do. Next time you go somewhere, a restaurant, a park, an event, or whatever, try leaving your phone in your pocket. Or better yet, take one picture. Just one. Not 50, not 100, one. And then put the phone away and actually experience what you came to experience. I promise you, the world will keep spinning. Your Instagram followers will survive without seeing your every move. And you might actually have a better time because you're not performing. You're not curating. You're just living. And if you're the photographer friend who's been holding your friends hostage for photo shoots, give them a break. Let them eat. Let them enjoy the moment. You can take a few pictures without making it a whole production. I promise the photos will still turn out fine. That's it for today's episode of Raggedy Ass Bitch TV. If this made you rethink your camera roll, good. Delete some pictures, free up some space, and maybe, just maybe, try living in the moment instead of trying to capture it. Until then, stay raggedy, stay present, and remember, some moments don't need a filter. They're perfect as they are, even if nobody else ever sees them. This has been Raggedy Ass Bitch TV. Stay unfiltered, stay unblocked, stay free.